Appear the Memento is in full action out here today. Your full breakdown here for Tournament City games. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. Now, the reason why we're looking at this event was this was 74 people for a case tournament. There's been a lot more people going to case tournaments right now. I've been telling people that people are a lot more excited to go to these events right now because there's actual, what feels like good prizing on the line out here. People want the chance to win these Fool Warses and just get the craziest amount of money that they can out of this set. And oddly enough, Memento had the strongest showing out of this event. Like, actually, I'm pretty impressed with this. The fact that, you know, Memento has kind of been dormant this format, and the fact that I look up at this event, I'm like, where did all of this come from? You know, how did Memento do so much smashing? Yeah, it did a very, very strong job, and I like to see that. And we also did have 2 Snake Eyes variations and a Fire King variant out here as well. So you were getting some pretty strong action out here on both sides of this. We also do have a Voiceless Voice build showing up here in this Top Cup. Voiceless Voice has been kind of starting to show its head a little bit more, and I can't say that I'm really shocked about that, though. The deck has some very cool options available to it. We also do have the power of Centurion. Centurion has been very, very good this format as well. A lot of people kind of discovered that, hey, you know, Centurion getting Primus was actually a huge help to the deck. You don't have to rely on like the clunkiness of trying to like Calamity Lock your opponent, and getting rid of that maybe just kind of made the deck into a much better version of itself. And of course we also have Labrynth out here as well. So Lab still having the same standard control options that it's had, but this breakdown for as many people were present for this, I think was pretty cool to see. Let's pass on over this deck list. All right, so starting things off here, we have probably one of your more standard Memento list out here. Playing triple copies of the Goblin Biker spell card that we just got the quick play. Now I'm updating your list to playing 2 copies of the Goblin Calligrapher because card is very, very solid. We all know how many good interactions we're going to have with that. I'll see we're playing the Paradise Smasher in here as well. That's actually kind of funny. I think everything else in here in terms of numbers, only 1 of the Thunder Dragon Fusion versus 3 of the bigger one is a little bit interesting. I also do see that we are playing one of the other older fusions next to SP there as well. Man, I haven't seen that thing in a while. And of course, main decking the Fool Wars, side decking the Perulias, and of course, yeah, I don't see anything else really too out of left field with this list. If you're looking for something pretty standard from old format to kind of bring on over to this one with very few changes, this would probably be one of the easier things to convert on over. Alright, so we have standard old Snake Eyes, maximizing Triple Deception, the ones that Sacred Azamina, and then we're playing the 2 copies of Mr. Engraver with the Lacrima. Pretty basic go-to packager. By cutting back on the extra Fiendsmith fat, you know, you don't have to worry about having the extra little sideline draw off of, you know, not having all of your engravers present. I definitely do feel like I like that a lot more than some of the other things that we've seen out here. Of course, we are playing the little Fucho in here. Hey, if Tenpai, you know, is going to try to OTK, you decide this on end and then end on the little bird, and your opponent's kind of forced to stare at you and go, why do you play that garbage? Why do I have to deal with this? And just be like, hi, like, what are you going to do, buddy? The answer is probably scoop up your cards and go cry in a corner because you got Fuchoed. That's honestly the real experience out here. We also have Voiceless Voice for you here. Now, this is so much different than I'm used to seeing out here. I see that we're playing 2 of the other fusion monsters in here. Holy crap, man. A lot of people are going to look at this and they're going to go, really? Like, we're dedicating slots to the Saphira? Yes, we are, evidently. Saphira, I've been told, is so bad you'll never play 1 copy of it, but this build went above and beyond and opted to play 2 of it, which indicates to me maybe there is something going on here. Maybe we should be considering this. We are playing one copy of Saravis as well for the standard protection. I do see we are doing good old Maximus options in here as well. Post side decking, I mean, you're bringing in judgments. There can only be one. Standard control options to try to stop your opponent from actually actively engaging and trying to play the game with you. Yeah, I don't see anything else too crazy, but the double Saphira, though, that's interesting. Okay, next up here, we have Centurion. We are doing a mini Fiendsmith package in here. So once again, you look at those other Fiendsmith ratios, and you still look at this and go, all right, so we're doing 2 Engraver. We're doing 1 copy of Labrynth. This all works out, by the way. I'm telling you. Having the numbers that we have in the consistency department out here are going to feel really, really good for you. Maximizing triple emblem as we should be. Side decking 1 Perulia. We're not even playing Fool Wars. It's just, I feel like we needed the extra slot down here, so we opted to throw this on into the deck and call it a day. We also have the 1 Delta, the 1 Gamma, and the 1 Driver. You know what? I can't even hate on this. You have so many options available to you with these sorts of decks that you've just got to decide what is going to be the maximized correct ratio so that you can decide which path you want to go down. We have Fire Kings for you here. Well. So we're maximizing on triple Ukalonics in here. We are doing 2 Deception, 1 Sacred Asmine. I think the reason for that is we're playing 45 cards. Like, you don't want this deck to get too incredibly fat, because once you're starting to hit the 50 card mark with this deck, I feel like you're just running into consistency issues. And that's not what you want to be doing, because too much fat in a deck like this just runs into too many issues, man. Like, we really cannot afford to have too many run-ons in a deck. I don't know. I like my consistency, to say the least. We have, of course, we are maining the Fool Warses. We have the Perulias down here as well. And, of course, once again, you see our dear little friend, the Sea Monster, kind of helping us on out down here so that we can punish the opponent with the walking, talking Macro Cosmo itself. I like that. I do. Macro is very good on spell cards. Ooh, we have the Equation Cannon, Labrynth. I do know a lot of people still don't like this variant of the deck. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because they don't want to take the time to learn the winning strategy out here. We've definitely learned that being able to do the linear equation, or the simul cannon, to be able to clean up the field is probably very, very broken. I also see we're playing 2 copies of the Red Maid, no copy of the other one. I find that very, very interesting. But to be fair, though, you have the room to make these decisions and have them work out in your favor. Like, it's not to say that this deck is doing bad things. No, it does. It's able to do so many stupidly good things. You've just got to make the decision on, what do I need to put in the extra deck for the equation numbers and have things work out. I mean, you'll be good to go. Ooh, we also have more Memento. So yes, there were 2 Memento lists in this top cut. This build, actually playing 2 copies of the new Fusion, 1 of the old, instead of going too crazy. I do see we are doing full Fiendsmith combo in here as well. I mean, it's called the Fiendsmith stuff, what it is. You know why you're choosing to play these cards. They are here to make sure that you can have the extra control options, or put the Wave King Kaiser on the field. You just got to decide, hey, do I want the extra negates, or do I need the Desiree up and running so that I can then control my opponent with the Desiree? Either way, you have options available to you. This deck is really, really solid at deciding on which pathway to go down with that, so you can do full combo. Also, the Memento monsters are all free, essentially. Like, putting up the full combo for Fiendsmith is not a problem at all. Like, this deck does not care. It's like, oh, hey, 2 monsters? Sure, let's go ahead and tuck them on off into the side and see what we can come up with. Like, it's never been easier, honestly. And then we have our other Snake Eyes variation back here. This build's playing a little bit more of a Kashtira package with the 1 Unicorn Triple Fenrir. I mean, hey, let's call it what it is. We know that these cards are incredibly stupid. Just being able to end on the 2 is really, really good. Triple Deception with the 1 Sacred Asmina, as it should be. Of course, the retaliating with the triple copies of Perulia. And I also do see that we are playing the Schrodinger's cat trap card down there. It's not actually called Schrodinger's, but that's actually really, really, really cool to see. Yeah, good old Quantum Cat actually seeing some play. Wow. Well, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.